Dr.
嘿，各位
Hardy.
好，我是
Oh,
可爱。
thank goodness you're safe. After we lost
然后看到
contact,
这
I
个
was
画面，
worried
知道我们
something
要
had
来拍
happened to
《侏
you.
罗纪公园》。
We have had quite a day, Dr. Sorkin.
I'll bet. Systems are down all over the damn park. Dinosaurs are running
这是我们的
free.
新角色吗？
Bring the kids, fun for all. Hey, don't worry, kid. We're fairly geographically cut off from the rest of the island out here. Nothing but herbivores around these parts. What's going on here?
There were some complications.
Who are you?
Pleased to meet you, Dr. Sorkin. InGen hired us to get everyone off this island. I'm Billy Yoder, and this is...
Look, let's just get this out of the way. I'm not going anywhere. This part of the island is pretty remote and is a long way from the predators. I'm perfectly safe, and I don't need saving.
That's not a good idea, ma'am.
But, since you're here, what you can do is start loading the stacks of bureaucratic InGen paperwork that's taking up valuable space. They were supposed to have sent for that stuff months ago.
Listen, lady, we don't have time for this. You either get in the helicopter peacefully, or I will personally knock you out, put you in cuffs, and throw you in!
You lay one hand on me, and I will have you so ass-deep in litigation that you'll be reading legal text for a decade.
Yeah,
然后一开始就吵架嘛。
If it'll help us get off this island faster, we'll move your boxes. Where are they?
Over there, at the loading dock.
这博士讲话有点讨人厌啊。
You heard the lady.
Hey, can I help?
Yeah, I'm not sure having you help is such a good idea.
She needs you to carry boxes and stuff, not bring fugitives to justice. Let me help.
Right, all right. Are you always such a pain in the ass?
Not always. Sometimes I'm a total bitch.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh yeah. Watch what happens if we don't find any food soon.
I could probably get you some dino burgers.
Seriously, I'm so turning the tables on the next dinosaur that tries to eat me.
他们蛮有话聊的吗？他们很有话聊啊。
Are you serious?
What? I'm taking a break.
Good idea. Don't want you to strain yourself.
So what's the deal? Why didn't you tell Dr. Sorkin why it's so important to get off this island?
Trust me, if we bully that one, she's gonna cause problems.
So what do we do?
Simple. Charm her. Look, all I need to do is get some information on this woman. Dig into her past. Find out what makes her tick. I'm sure if I say enough of the right things, she'll practically think getting off the island was her idea in the first place.
Hey, can I bum one of those? Okay.
I'm not moving these things. They look like they weigh a ton.
I think Dr. Sorkin said we're only supposed to move file boxes.
Oh, yeah. Well, good. So, who feels like carrying these boxes back to the helicopter? Me neither.
没有人理他。
Ugh, smells like a barrel of wet dog hair.
I know, right? I don't get why dinosaurs eat that stuff.
Hey, Oscar, was there any dirt on Dr. Sorkin in the mission briefing? If I'm gonna have to use the old Yoder charm, I'll need some intel.
Big-time protester in the 70s. Lots of animal rights crap. Handful of arrests for him. All of her InGen-related history is classified. Said to expect her to be a pain in the ass.
It said that?
Between the lines.
If you want to tag along with us, that's cool. Just give Oscar his space. Doesn't do very good with kids. Or adults. Or animals. Come to think of it, doesn't do very good with anybody. Just stay out of his way.
再多问他一点问题好了。
Are you gonna do any work around here? What are we, union now? How the hell does Dr. Sorkin think we're gonna load all this crap into the chopper?
Dunno, but you better do it if you want to get on a good side.
Okay, well, thanks. You've been a great help. Wait here. I'm gonna go talk to Sorkin.
What should I do?
You want to help? See if you can dig up anything interesting on our friend Dr. Sorkin in those file boxes.
Cool.
I mean, what was Hammond thinking? The man continually ignored the warnings of his own scientists over marketing people, shareholders, everyone. A disaster like this was inevitable. Would you mind if I took a look at your wound?
Yeah, why not?
I've tried talking to her, Dr. Sorkin. It's no use.
You know, Doc, I saw some bites like that on one of my men back at the visitor center.
Mr.
Call me Billy.
Mr. Yoder, would you please tend to the InGen files like we discussed?
Yes, ma'am. Hey, you know who our prisoner is? Because no one else seems to.
Well, I've never seen her on the island before. I don't recognize her as someone who works for InGen. But I don't know everyone, so it's possible.
Hey, Doc, you got a pharmacy inside? It's gonna be a long flight back if we don't get this prisoner either elated or sedated.
She seems harmless enough now, and she's adequately secured. Are you afraid she's gonna beat you up?
Well, I do have a history of women wanting to get their hands on me.
So that girl is your daughter?
Yeah, my youngest.
没有人理他了
I。hate to interrupt, ma'am, but I really think we need to be going.
I'm afraid I can't, Mr. Yoder. Someone needs to tend to the dinosaurs during this disaster.
I'm sorry, Dr. Sorkin, but InGen wants all survivors back on the mainland as soon as possible. No exceptions.
Why can't it wait?
Gotta get back because, you never know, the prisoner could have a relapse or something.
Highly unlikely.
还是死不走就对了。
Please, ma'am, if we don't get you back, I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble. I'll probably lose my job.
Well, I don't wish that on anyone, Mr. Yoder, but I'm afraid it can't be helped. I can't abandon these dinosaurs just so you have a job.
对啊，你还好丢到工作哎。
Is there anything I can say to convince you to come with us?
If there is, you haven't said it yet.
Right.
Why have I never
他超
seen
难搞
this?
的、啊。
I thought I knew every dino on this island. I wonder what the outside world's gonna think of it.
So, what'd you find out?
Looks like Dr. Sorkin wanted to turn this place into a dinosaur preserve instead of an amusement park.
And InGen didn't go for it, huh?
Why would they? There's no money in that.
So Dr. Sorkin has a weakness for preserving wildlife. Good to know. So, Sorkin.
Hippie type. Got arrested a bunch protesting for animal rights.
嬉皮士类型。
So, Sorkin.
Hippie type. Got arrested a bunch
Come on,
protesting
Danny,
for animal rights.
你再回去。
What's the point of rebuilding? Hammond will kowtow to the major shareholders and cut every corner to
你们聊多
recoup
久
their
啊？
investment as fast as possible, with no regard to the animals' welfare. If you're in some kind of trouble.
Dr. Sorkin,
As I told you, I'm staying behind to watch after the animals.
I'm sorry, but we really need to get you out of here.
Why?
Someone needs to speak to the board about protecting these dinosaurs. You believe in animal rights, don't you? Wouldn't you put your neck on the line for them?
Huh. You have a point. But as long as John Hammond is in charge, the animals are gonna need me here to ensure that they're treated with respect.
Wouldn't this place be better off as some kind of dinosaur preserve? I mean, it's kind of stupid to treat these creatures like they're in some kind of circus, right?
Well, obviously that's true.
就存档了。
But as long as John Hammond is in charge, the animals are gonna need me here to ensure that they're treated with respect.
Listen, Hammond really made a mess of this place. You have no idea. There's no hiding his incompetence after this disaster.
You're absolutely right, Mr. Yoder. But none of this matters if the board of directors...
I'm not supposed to say this, but I heard the board is going to hold an emergency meeting about, you know, new leadership. If you were there, you could act as a witness to the events that took place here. They'd have to listen to you.
That's true. I hate to admit it, Mr. Yoder. But perhaps you're right.
And our orders also mention an assistant?
David. Yes. I'm afraid David won't be coming back with us. He told him to stay away from the
Oh,
quarantine
Dr.
tents.
Sorkin, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Now, before we go, I have some work in the lab that must be completed first. Dr. Harding, perhaps you and your daughter would like to assist me. I've been working on a cure for one of our dinosaurs' nastier genetic disorders.
Oh?
那
It's
恐龙可以不管
dietary.
他们呢，
Right up your
就是不
alley.
离开就对了。
Dr. Harding, we've done it.
And what exactly have we done?
Reverse the lysine contingency, of course.
Wait, what?
What's that?
InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die
You
off.
cannot give that to the dinosaurs. They need to be contained. If any of them get off the island,
Okay, listen. I've been working with the Parasaur's behavioral program for months now. If I go back to the mainland to fight for this place, they'll all be dead before I can get back, along with all of my research.
Parasaurs?
Parasaurolophus. They're herbivores, generally safe.
Let me give the solution to them to see if it even works.
How many are we talking about?
Why don't you come out with me? See how much progress we've made with them.
Can we, Dad?
Fine. We'll go.
Cool.
I'm glad to finally have you out here, Dr. Harding. Despite the circumstances, we've been doing some very interesting work with our parasaurs. Behavioral communication experiments.
You've interpreted their calls.
Some of them. And I plan to use that to get them out of the pen.
Out?
Well, I'm not going to treat their water with them still in there.
用水招待他们。
How do we know there aren't any bad dinosaurs around?
Believe it or not, the dinosaurs told me. See that one? She's the lookout. She'll stand guard while the others graze. If there were any predators in the vicinity, she'd be nervous and emitting a danger call. But she's not.
But
She's
she's
calm. Jerry, you can activate the speakers from there. Jess and I will set the various parasaur sounds that play through them.
所以目标就是要把那些恐龙
Dad,
引出来就是了。
it's okay. I mean, it's safe, right?
The parasaurs will warn us of
It's
trouble
okay,
before
Nick.
it gets close.
Stay with Dr. Sorkin.
不晓得他说的安全到底是不是真的安全啊？首先先把门打开喽。
Okay, let's move some dinos.
We can't just shoo the animals out, but we should be able to manipulate them into moving using their own sounds.
Cool.
These speakers on the west side of the pen can be set to play a parasaur food call that will attract the hungry dinos. The speakers on the east control the mating sounds that will attract the more amorous dinosaur.
What about the big set of speakers in the middle of the pen?
Ah, those emit the danger call. The parasaurs will instinctively move away from it.
So basically, we can herd the dinosaurs out of this pen using the speakers and their sounds.
操纵时间，那我们就四处看一看吧。四只。都按一按好了。
How do I turn on the speakers?
I'll have to tell your dad to do it when we're ready. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Activate the danger speakers.
好像没有什么反应哎。
How come that one never moved?
That one stands guard to make sure all the others are safe.
Even when there's a danger call?
The lookout's the one that makes the danger call. When there are predators around, she'll stand her ground, drawing attention away from the other dinos. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
I need you to activate the east side speakers, please.
East side. Okay.
Do you think they'll really turn this place into a nature preserve after this?
Like Mr. Yoder said, that guy was lying through his teeth regarding the board. But it did give me a thought. This is a huge setback for InGen. Maybe Hammond's role as CEO isn't as safe as he thinks. If we want to move the dinosaurs forward, we might need to give them a good scare from behind.
Oh, we can use the danger call.
Good thinking. Dr. Harding,
Yeah?
activate the danger speakers. Need a quick reminder about how the speakers work?
Yes, please.
These speakers on the west side of the pen can be set to play a parasaur food call that will attract the hungry dinos. The speakers on the east control the mating sounds that will attract the more, amorous dinosaur. The big speakers in the center emit a danger call that will scare the dinos away from it.
那我们试试看别的吧。
Dr. Harding,
Yeah?
喂食，
west side speakers, please.
Don't take this the wrong way, but isn't this kind of pointless? They're just gonna be eaten anyway, right?
Some will, yes. But others will adapt, find places to inhabit, mate, and carry on the species. A much better fate than being massacred in this pen.
But they can't mate. Dad said the dinosaurs on the island are all girls.
Well, you can never be 100% sure about something like that. Dr. Harding,
Yeah?
交配大喇叭。
east side speakers again. Dr. Harding,
Yeah?
east side speakers again.
So, what happened to your assistant?
Let's not talk about that right now.
Did you work with him long?
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Listen, he was a wonderful young man. And I am sad. I really am. But if I let that stop my work, then all these animals will die too, trapped behind the walls that we built. You understand? Dr. Harding,
Yeah?
天哪，好难啊！喂食，
west side speakers, please.
so I heard you were like a hippie protester or something in the 70s.
Where'd you hear that?
From Yoder.
The 70s were a tumultuous time. I fought for what I believed in, and sometimes it gets you arrested.
You were arrested? And you still got a job as a, scientist?
Paleogeneticist. And yes, Youth is the time to be reckless and test your boundaries. It's how you learn what's important to you.
OK， 再一次，
Dr. Harding,
Yeah?
这是往危险。
activate the danger speakers.
马上有反应喽！赞
That's
啦！
it. They're out.
Good job, Jess.
Finally. Go forth and multiply.
You're pretty good at this. Maybe you'll be a behavioral scientist someday.
Maybe I will. Aww.
Ah, this is why she would.
好了，我觉得我们这期实况就差不多到这了。如果喜欢我的影片的话，请按左下角的订阅，左上角的喜欢。然后如果喜欢我的影片的话，请在下方可以留言，然后我会尽力的为各位回复那个留言的问题了。那我们就下次见喽，拜拜。